explosions are cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your game Dev speaking. Today we will learn how to destroy things in Unity.
Angry mob overwhelms them.
That doesn't sound right. Alright, so first thing first, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna import the FBX exporter from the package manager, just to show that we are like using an entirely, an entire separate FBX. I know this is not a necessary step, but we are just using it just because, well, we can. So yeah. If you don't know what this does, this basically exports any of the prefab that you have in your scene as an FBX. So it doesn't matter if you imported that as an OBJ or any other file format. It will give you a perfect FBX that can be used inside Blender, which you are gonna use to destroy stuff. So yeah, just make sure that you switch this to binary, and we can just export this. And yeah, there we go. There's our FBX, and yeah, you can see it. And now we're gonna head over to Blender. Alright, so here's the Blender, and let's import. First, let's just copy the file path. There we go. And yeah, let's just import FBX, paste the file path here. Yeah, there it is. And yeah, there we go. Alright, so here's our model. Now here's the thing, we're gonna need something known as the cell fracture add-on. So just go to preference, add-ons, search for cell fracture. Yeah, there it is. Just take this, and you're good. Alright, now we can just go here and tap F3 to open the cell fracture add-on. And yeah, we're just gonna change this to, yeah, this should be good. And yeah, there it is. And let's just click on OK. Alright, and there we go. It has automatically like basically fractured all of our fractured our piece into multiple different pieces. And now here's the thing, if you like just click on one of the pieces, you will see that it's basically like it's solid, not like it's not hollow. So yeah, we have to change that. Alright, so to do this, as you can see, I am like rescaling the cube, our initial model, a little bit, just so that it is like minutely smaller than our initial cube. So yeah, let's just do this, and just like that, we're good. Now the thing that I'm trying to show, hold on, let me just show that. Let's select a piece, and if we just move it out, yeah, you can see it's solid. It's not hollow. So yeah, we're gonna select the piece, add boolean to the piece, and then just drag and drop this to our initial object. And yeah, there we go. And yeah, now it's hollow. You can't see it. You can actually see it. You can see the inside lines. Now it's hollow. So yeah, there it is. Now we just need to apply this to all the pieces. So don't worry, it's actually really easy. Just select all the pieces in the hierarchy, and just select the last piece, which was the piece that we first made. Or just make sure that it is the last. We're using shift to do that. Now just click on copy the modifiers and just shade flat, and there we go. It's as easy as that. And yeah, there we go. Our piece is ready now. Now we can just go ahead and export the entire piece altogether. Alright, let's go to export FBX, and we can just change the here, and there we go. Now we have our exported piece, the piece which is broken in multiple pieces. And here you can see all our different pieces. Yeah, and if we just drag this out, you can see all the destroyed pieces. They're all it's all hollow, and yeah, it looks good. Alright, now here's what I've done. I've added a box collider to our initial cube, and yeah, now it's time to create a script which is gonna well, explode our crate. So here's our object script, and it basically have an health percentage variable, and a damage function which takes some damage as an integer, and decreases the health percentage by the damage. And if the health percentage gets less than or equal to 0, we will destroy the game object and set the the destroyed prefab, the one with multiple pieces as set active. And yeah, that's all. So this is my bullet script. It basically, like, when our bullet collides with something, it checks if the object that we are colliding with has a tag named wood, and if it has the wood tag, we are also checking if the object that we collided with also have the object HP component. And if we have that, then the bullet will simply call the damage function and apply some damage that we can specify on the bullet itself. So yeah, that's about it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make one small change to the object script. We're also gonna get the prefab and just make sure its parent is set to null, because in the Unity we're just gonna make the destroyed prefab as a child of the main game. So here it is, and here's our box, and yeah, we can just create it as a child. Alright, so now let's open our child object and delete our main cube, like not the main cube but the cube inside our inside our destroyed gate. And let's also just rename this to destroyed. So yeah, destroyed crate, there we go. And now we need to select all of our child objects. There are, and we can just add two components to them. They are the physics component. The first one would be the colliders, the mesh collider. Make sure to turn on convex. And the second one is rigid body. Make sure it's continuous and set to interpolate. And now we can just select our destroyed crate and just disable it. There we go. And now we can just drag and drop our script to our main game object, and yeah, we're good. And I almost forgot to change this to public int HP so that we can actually change the health percentage inside Unity. So just make sure to change it to public. And now we can just give it some value like 50, that will be good. And the second thing that we need to do is just change in the bullet script. Like now we have added damage to the bullet script. So this is my bullet prefab, and yeah, here is the damage variable, and we can just give it some value like 20 would be good. And yeah, let's play and let's see what happens. Alright, so we're in the game. I can shoot, and I can shoot the crate first time, second time, and on third you can see the destroyed crate gets set active to true, and our initial crate is destroyed from the scene, and all the pieces are destroyed, and yeah, it looks good, it feels good. Alright, now we have a red barrel in the game, and as we all know from decades of experience, red barrels explode. So let's create an explosion script. By the way, I've already attached a collider to the red barrel, and yeah, it's time to do some more scripting for actual explosions. Alright, so let me explain how this works. So the basic principle is kind of the same. We simply have a function for take damage, takes an integer, calls damage, and if the HP is again gets less than 0, we explode. Now before explosion we do a couple of things. First of all, we instantiate an explosion effect. Again, you can have any explosion effect you want. It's called explosion prefab. After that, we apply some damage to all the nearby objects, and then we actually apply some explosion force to them. So in order to apply some damage to them, we basically get all the colliders within some distance of our explosion, of our barrel, and then for all the colliders that we have, we just simply take the object HP, which is the HP that we defined previously, and then just apply the damage function to that, and again some explosion damage as the variable that we use. After that, once we have actually damaged our objects, like say the crate that we have, it's destroyed, so like it's in multiple pieces. After that only we actually apply some explosion force, which is like after a few milliseconds, just so that everything works well. Because like if you apply the explosion force first, or say that the objects aren't actually destroyed, it won't work well. Alright, now we head back to our bullet script. Again, we have to do the same as we did to the crate. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. We're just gonna have the take damage function there and the damage as the variable. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Alright, back in Unity, we can just drag and drop our barrel script to our barrel, and yeah, now we're gonna need a few variables like so first thing first, we're gonna need the explosion prefab. Now I already have a particle system in my project, so yeah, I'm just gonna drag and drop that. There we go. Now some HP, again it should like one shot, so I'm just gonna keep the HP at 10, and the damage, these variables we need to set up. So I think these variables might be good enough, 500, 700, and yeah, now we can just go ahead and shoot. And yeah, when the bullet is fired, everything gets destroyed and not the table. So the reason why is because you need to add some rigid body and box collider to that thing, which you need to just make the thing fly off. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and attach a box collider and a rigid body to that, and increase the mass a little bit, maybe not 10, because our explosion force is not that much. And to the chair as well, just make sure to change the rigid body mass to different according to the objects you want to make them fly off. Alright, now back in Unity. Now when we shoot, you can see everything just sort of explode and just falls around, just go everywhere. And yeah, it looks good, it looks awesome. That's the way how you're supposed to do the explosions and destroying stuff in Unity. I hope you had fun watching this, because I had fun making this video. That's all for now. See ya, peace out.